Namaste children. In this session I am going to explain about our new chapter number 5, arithmetic progressions. Before switch on to arithmetic progression, we have to know about sequence, progression and series. And also you have to see here how these three terms are interrelated to each other. And also I will explain here what is the difference between sequence, progression and series. Clear? Now I'll explain about sequence. So what is sequence? A sequence is an ordered arrangement of numbers according to a given rule. Again I am saying a sequence is an ordered arrangement of numbers according to a given rule. Or you can say sequence are a set of numbers which are arranged according to any specific rule. Remember, the numbers are arranged. The set of numbers which are arranged according to a specific rule is called sequence. And the set of numbers should have a definite or a logical rule according to which they are arranged. That means it need not to be a mathematical, and remember one about sequence, this is a very important point. Sequence need not be a mathematical formula, but it should be a logical. Such a set of numbers are called a sequence of numbers. That means in sequence means the set of numbers are arranged either in logical way or in some definite rule, or you can say the sequence are the set of numbers which are arranged according to some mathematical formula or some logical formula. That doesn't mean that it can be follow only logical or it can be follow only mathematical. It can follow both logical and mathematical also. I will make you more clear by taking examples. Let us consider the following example. I'll write a set of numbers, that is 2, 3, 5, 7 and so on. This set of numbers are example of a sequence because this set of numbers are arranged in a definite rule. What is rule here? Rule is prime numbers. Rule here, prime number. It's a set of prime numbers. So here the specific rule is prime number. Understanding? And here we applied the logical rule. 2, 3, 5, 7. These are the example of a sequence. These are the example of a sequence. I'll take another example. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Also, these are the example of a sequence which follow some mathematical formula, or here it follows some mathematical formula, or you can say it follows some specific rule, and the rule is suppose I'll say it follows 2n rule. That means if you take n is equal to 1 as a first term, so you will get 2. If you take 2, 4. If you take here 3, then you will get 6 and so on. It follows some mathematical rule. So 2, 4, 6, 8 is an example of a sequence. I can say 1, 4, 9, 16, 25 and so on are the also example of a sequence. Here you can say in this sequence the rule is even number, the set of even numbers. Here you can say the rule is in this sequence you can say the rule is square of natural numbers. The rule is here square of natural number. Square of natural number. 1 square, 1, 2 square, 2, 3 square, 2 square 4, 3 square 9, 4 square 16, 5 square 25, and so on. These are the example of a sequence. Remember, sequence is a set of numbers which are arranged according to any specific rule, and that rule may be logical or it may be mathematical. That does not mean that it only need to be mathematical. It can also be logical. Such a set of numbers are called a sequence. And remember, in the sequence, this is a first number, this is called first term, this is second term, this is third term, this is fourth term, and so on. These are the terms: first term, second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term. Here also first term, second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term, and so on. Then what is progression here? So here remember what is progression first. Here, and remember one thing here, it is not always possible to write each and every sequence some rule, some mathematical formula. It is not possible. Here, not possible. You cannot write any mathematical formula for this. But here only logical rule you can follow, that is set of prime numbers. You cannot apply a mathematical formula. How in the second example you are applying in a mathematical formula, that is 2n. That 2n you can say as a that is a general term. General term means the last term. Remember, general term means the last term. Last term means that is a nth term. If there are n number of terms are there, nth term. So n number of term means what? Suppose first term, second term, third term, fourth term, up to n number of terms are there. N may be 50 term, n may be 60 term, n may be 70 term. That an is equal to 2n you can write, because that is the general term. That means in some cases, in some sequence, we don't have any specific expressions, specific mathematical expressions for writing the general term. In all example of sequence, you cannot write the expressions means the general term of the sequence. Like I said, a set of prime numbers. Here only logically you can apply, but the general you cannot. General term or any mathematical expression you cannot write for this example. Understanding? So then what is progression is saying? Progression is saying that progressions are set of numbers which are arranged according to some definite rule. That means then, okay, here in sequence also arrange some specific rule, and in progression also arrange some specific rule. But what is the difference in between these two? The difference between a progression and a sequence is that a progression has a specific formula to calculate its nth term, but whereas a sequence can based on only logical rule. That means for sequence, the difference is that in case of a sequence, it can be based on logical rule, but in a progression you can find the nth term. That means in case of progression, there is a specific formula is there to calculate the nth term, whereas in some sequence you cannot write any specific formula to find the nth term. I'll take one example. Listen here. I'll take one example of sequence. 2, example of progressions. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 is an example of an progression. Why this is called an example of progression? So here, this progression, I said, it is also a set of numbers which are arranged according to a definite rule. What is the rule here? The rule is means the nth term means your understanding. This is the first term, second term, fourth term, fifth term, sixth term, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and so on. Like that, the terms are there. Like that, up to a number of terms are there. You can say as a nth number, a general term. So here, the an is equal to 2n. That is the mathematical expression for this sequence of numbers. If we'll take as a first term, then n is equal to 1. If we'll substitute to n is equal to 1, then the first term will become as how much? 2 into 1, how much? 2. Again 2 into 2, 4. 2 into 3, 6. If like that, I'll say find 7th term of this progression. 70. That means n is equal to 7. 70th term. 70th term, how much? That means 2 into 70 is equal to 150. So by using some mathematical formula, you can calculate the nth term in case of progression, but in case of sequence, you cannot calculate the nth term. That does not mean that in all sequence you cannot calculate. Some sequence you can calculate. That's why we are saying all sequence cannot be progression, but all progressions can be sequence. Progressions can be sequence, but sequence cannot be progression. In these three examples, look at. If I'm asking, find the 17th term of this sequence. Can you find 17th term? Yes, you can find without using mathematical formula. If you write the sequence 7 after 11, if like that, if you write all the sequence, then only you can say which number will come in the 17th term. You cannot calculate directly using some mathematical formula. But here in this example, by using the formula 2n, you can find any term in this sequence. Here 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. In this case, you also cannot find the, if I'll say in 70th term, which number will come, without writing the sequence, you cannot calculate. That's why in this cannot be an example of progression. This example cannot be an progression. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 can be an example of a progressions. Remember, the difference between a progression and a sequence is that a progression has a specific formula to calculate its nth term, whereas a sequence can be based on a logical rule. We can say a logical rule only. Okay, so these are the difference. And you remember, students, the very important point means all sequence cannot be progression, all progression can be sequence. These are the difference. In sequence, by using some mathematical formula, you can calculate the nth term, which one you cannot calculate in some sequence. Understood? Already I have explained about sequence and progression, and these two difference also. Now I will explain that is another term, that is series. So what is series? The series means it is the sum of terms of a sequence is called the series of the corresponding sequence. What does it mean? I'm saying again, means a series is a sequence of number that is added by a plus sign. Understanding? Or it is said to represent the sum of numbers and not the sum itself. That means I'll take one example. Listen, what is series? I'll take one example of a sequence. I'll take one example, suppose 2 4 6 8 2 4 6 8 10 and so on. This is an example of a sequence. When the sequence will become a series, if the terms of the sequence you will write in addition form. That means you can write this one 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10 and so on. So this will become a series. Understanding? That means if the sum of terms of a sequence, the sequence 2 4 6 8 10, the sum of all terms, the sum of all terms, 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10 is called the series of the corresponding sequence. You remember? That means I'll take another example. Suppose another sequence 1 2 3 4 5 6. This is an example of sequence. If we'll write in this form 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6, then it will become a series. Understanding? And remember, in the series already I said that this is the first term, second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term, like that. If there are n number of terms are there, then the last term will become as a n. So you might be getting difficult why I am writing an. Remember, the nth term, or you can say it is general term. General term means maximum how many last term, you can say as a last term. You can represent as an or you can represent as tn. Remember, either the general term, suppose I am saying the general term an, or also you can write the general term tn. If I'll find the 14th term, then you can write a14 you can write, or t14 also you can write. Remember the way of writing. Remember, it's a very very important. If I'm writing the first term, you can write a1. If I'm writing second term, that is a2, third term a3, fourth term a4, fifth term a5 and so on. This one also you can write first term as a t1, second term t2, third term t3, fourth term t4, fifth term t5. Any one way you can represent. And remember, this is the first term, second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term and so on. If there is total number of term is n, then the last term will become as a an. That is called the general term. And remember, in a sequence, suppose first term plus second term plus third term up to infinite numbers are there. That means you have to add. This is called infinite series. This is called infinite series. Suppose I am writing only 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8, up to this much I will add. This is the means last term will be 8 here. Suppose I'll take one example of sequence. Suppose that is 2 4 6 8. Here first term, second term, second term, third term, fourth term. Totally 4 terms are there. This is the last term. If I'll write 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8, this is a series, and this series is an example of a finite series. Example of a finite series. That means this is finite series. If you will add up to n number of times, that is called infinite series. So t1 plus t2 plus t3 up to and so many terms are there. Is an infinite number of terms are there. Is an example of infinite series. Whereas t1 plus t2 plus t3 up to tn minus 1 plus tn. Why I am writing here tn and before tn minus 1? Remember, if I am writing here t2, the before term is t1, that means here 2, 1 is less. If this one is n, so this one will be n minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. That's why if this is tn, the previous term will be tn minus 1. Again the next previous term will be tn minus 1, previous will be tn minus 2, again previous tn minus 3, and so on. Understanding or not? This is the first term t1, second term t2, or you can write a1, a2, a3, t3. So like that. If I am writing the last term, that is tn, that is called general term, the previous which number are there, that is we can write as tn minus 1. Why n minus 1? Just compare, here 3, here 2. If this is n, so this is n minus 1, that means 3 minus 1 is 2. So if previous one I will take, that is 3n minus 2. Understanding or not? So this is series.